why does this hurt me so bad? Like, it's not that big of a deal. And then God started revealing. Hi everyone, welcome to the testimony series where I'm going to share with you all some highlighted issues where God has helped me overcome, or He's still helping me overcome, in hopes that someone would find healing or wholeness or strategy or resources or just a word that would help transform the way that they've been thinking, so that the God version of all of us would come forth. Okay, so I'm super excited for today. Today's issue is daddy issues. Now, you know, our faithful friend Google always got definitions for all the things. So I actually looked up daddy issues, and this is what it says. It says, daddy issues defined is an informal phrase for the psychological challenges resulting from an absent or abnormal relationship with one's father, often resulting in challenges in finding a significant other and trusting people. Google was right, because your girl has all the challenges in trusting people. Oh my goodness. Now, like I mentioned before, this is a testimony series, so I'm going to share with you all a story of mine that is pivotal of me remembering when my own trust issues began. And so my dad was in and out of my life. He was here and there for whatever reason, but he was not a firm foundation in my life. And he would make these promises and he would break them. He would say, oh, we're gonna go here this weekend, weekend after weekend, and he would continue to break his promises. He would not come through. And so one day my dad picked me up from high school and we had a good day. We had such a fun day. And I remember in the back of my mind thinking, like, is it changing? Like, did he change? Like, is he gonna be around? Is it gonna be like this from here on out? And I remember at the end of that day, he was just like, this was fun. Like, let's do it again tomorrow. I'll pick you up again. And I was super excited, right? And then I remember getting out of school. I was in my sophomore year in high school, and I remember waiting for my dad, and he never showed up. He didn't call or nothing. He just never showed up. And man, I had to walk to my friend's house that day. And I remember that walk. I remember thinking these thoughts in my head, and I remember declaring and saying that I am never going to trust him again. I'm never going to believe what he says. And that came forth. Whenever he promised something, I never counted on it. I never thought that he was going to come through. Now, sometimes he did, more than often he didn't for whatever reason, but that's kind of what my mindset was with my dad. And man, sure enough, that mindset rolled over into my relationships, in any type of relationship. And I would get so frustrated and so angry and so sad when someone wouldn't come through, when they said that they were gonna come through. And man, I realized that that was a big problem for me, because I would blow things out of proportion. I would make these small things of someone not coming through, whether they said they were gonna call me back and they didn't, like, it would really hurt me. And I got to a point where I was like, why does this hurt me so bad? Like, it's not that big of a deal. And then God started revealing to me that this is deeply rooted. Like, this started in your childhood. This started with your relationship with your father. This is where this issue came from. And oftentimes I say that our reflection with other people is our reflection with God. And he revealed to me that I often did not believe that his promises were true, or that he was going to come through with what he said he was going to do, because of my relationship with my earthly father, because he didn't come through with what he said he was going to do. He always broke his promises. That's what he was known for. And man, I really asked God, like, to heal me, to help me to trust him, not just him, but like other people that he has like assigned to me to help me, like to trust them. And man, it was so important that I recognized that he had set before me opportunities to trust. So now that I had this newfound revelation, I had to choose to trust and to believe. And this is where environments, I often talk about environments and the people that we surround ourselves with, this is where they come in as well, because people often try to help us, right? And we need to recognize and take a look at the resources that they're giving us to help us. Oftentimes, I had shared these daddy issues with people, and they're like, oh, you'll be fine, it's fine, you've grown enough, they'll accept you the way that you are. And that wasn't really helping me move forward. I saw this issue and I wanted a solution. I wanted growth. And they were okay with where I was. They saw where I was good enough. And I had seen in my mind the vision that I had. I'm like, this isn't enough. I need to trust more. I know that I can trust more. I know that I'm still walking in seeing people, I'm not trusting people. And man, so just recognizing, just taking a look at the resources that people give you when you are crying out, or you're looking for help, or you're looking to grow. Where is it that they take you? Do they tell you it's okay where you are, or do they help you find resources, help you grow further and further? And so what was revealed to me specifically in trusting was that in these opportunities to trust, we have to believe. We have to believe whatever it is that we want to trust. We want to trust this person. We want to trust that God has this promise for me. Then we have to choose to believe. I thought about this analogy of addictions and how we're so addicted to not trusting people that when the opportunity comes to trust it, we just can't, because we're so addicted to not trusting. And I thought about how sometimes addictions, sometimes people wean off of the addiction. They'll just, let's say they have 5 drinks a day. All right, now I'm only gonna have 4 drinks a day, then 3 drinks, then 2 and 1, and just slowly wean off. And then sometimes people go cold turkey, right? And I realized that sometimes people, again, the environments that are around us, sometimes people don't know how to facilitate our healing, don't know how to help us grow. And they're okay with okay, you got trust issues, let me show you my phone, let me show you all these different things, where it's just masking the moment. It's not bringing healing, it's not bringing transformation. Whew. And so that's where we have to really be wise about how we get healing and how we gain wholeness. We can be addicted to, let's say, alcohol, and then because it's culturally normal to drink wine often, then we'll just be addicted to wine, and it'll just transfer into other places. So really looking at the fruit of what you're doing to gain trust again. Are you actually being healed and transformed, or are you just masking what you're doing in the moment? Oh my gosh. My prayer is that, man, in the opportunities that God gives us to trust, that we would just trust and believe his word to be true. Trust and believe that he's a good father. Trust and believe that his intentions are good to us. And once we have that foundation with God, when other people in our life have been called to us and we trust them, they are someone near to us, someone dear to us, and we need to trust them, that same thing will reflect on them and know that their intentions are good towards me. They're not trying to harm me. They see who I am in Christ. They are always trying to facilitate an environment for my growth to come forth. And man, it really takes awareness to be able to do this, and accountability, and man, those people that are pushing you forward into becoming the God version of you. Okay, so I really hope that helped you guys. That just made me super excited, because I know how good this is, because I've gone through it. It's, man, transformed me to be able to trust people again. Man. All right, I hope that blessed you all. I love you guys, and remember that you can do all things through Christ.